Okay, well, I ordered pizza, and as you can see, this is gooey, and look at that. The crust is like goo. The crust is goo. That's not the way pizza's supposed to be. It's like goo. It's literally goo. This is not sauce, which he said it was supposed to be. He's like, oh, that's the sauce, whatever. That's crust, and the crust is like goo. That's not cheese. I've pulled the sauce back. Again, look at that. Look at that. That's the crust. And the crust is like goo. Yeah, and I was like, if that's acceptable to you, then by all means, here's what you want me to do about it. Like, what do I want you to do about it? I want you to make this right. This is ridiculous. This so-called crust is goo. Look at that. That's freaking goo. It's effing goo. That's not cheese. That's crust. I pulled all the toppings back. Look at this. I pulled all the toppings back. Look at what's underneath. What's underneath is goo. That's the crust. It's freaking goo. I've got and they're not even cold. They were cold, they're not warm. They were cold when I got them. And I put the other one in the oven, and I called him, and I said I had to put it in the oven because it was good. He's like, what do you want me to do about it? It's late. What do you want me to do about it? I'm like, he goes, well, I don't ever send any pizza out that isn't cooked properly. And I'm like, but I'm telling you, the crust is gooey and wet. He's like, well, I don't ever send anything out. You know, first I talked to Christian, and I said, who's delivering? And Christian said, well, I'm going to be delivering. I'm like, great, no problem. He goes, I'll see you in 10 minutes. I'm like, great, wonderful. They're coming out of the oven now. I'll see you in 10 minutes. I know exactly where you are. Fine, wonderful. Well, I called in 15 minutes. I hadn't seen Christian. And he says, well, they're sending me home, and Park is on his way. And you'll see him in like 5 minutes. I'm like, okay, fine. 10 minutes more go by, and I didn't see Park or hear from him. So I called the company again. And from like 9:30 when I ordered to like 10 minutes after 11 when I actually got my pizzas, I spoke to Park. I paid him and $5 tip, and I gave him the choice to take a $5 cash tip or take a $40 to $60 gift bag for his sweetheart since Valentine's Day is coming up and I get tons of free shit. It's like, fine. He took the $5 tip. Fine, no problem. Anyhow, I paid him $32 plus $5 tip. No problem. And what I got is gooey, wet, uncooked pizza. And then I have to I'm preheating, and I called the company and I said, I'm preheating the oven to broil so I can put the pizzas back in the oven. I said, I'll be happy to send you pictures. He goes, what do you want me to do? We don't ever send any pizza out that isn't uncooked. And I'm like, well, I'm telling you, if this is acceptable by you, that's fine. Well, I'm calling your company tomorrow because this is not acceptable to me. So, okay, bye.